Welcome to a 1v1 on Crossing in the Woods. This game is Taxman66 versus Vazitron. Vazitron playing as Oberkommando West in the South Base, Taxman66 playing as Soviets in the North Base. Vazitron's going with a Volksgrenadier opening, not moving his SWS half-track away from the spawn just yet, and Taxman66 has gone with an extra combat engineer squad into a conscript squad.
Mission accomplished.
Vazitron is going to go with a Kubelwagen second. Taxman has teched up to a special rifle command. We have Stern Pioneers making their way towards the left side fuel point, but Volksgrenadiers are moving toward the right side to grab the munitions, so he will be spreading his forces out, which means he's potentially going to lose an engagement on the right side. Well, he's probably going to lose whichever engagement he does not send his Kubelwagen to. He's probably going to lose on the right side when his Volksgrenadiers encounter opposition on the right, although actually right now there's nothing over there except for a combat engineer squad, but it looks like Taxman66 is probably going to be going for a sniper or a scout car, depending on which of those things
This is our sector now.
thinks would be more useful, and it looks like a scout car. Kubelwagen does catch conscripts as they're attempting to cross the river. Stern Pioneers moving up to follow up. He needs to retreat that squad immediately. They will be forced away. Combat Engineers maintain their position in heavy cover over here.
We are bleeding combat.
Whoa. I've never sneezed in a cast before. That was new.
You need something demolished?
And Combat Engineers over here will grab this victory point.
Infantry shooting at us. The new men have arrived.
Barbed wire going up here in the center. Volksgrenadiers firing on Combat Engineers there. On the right side, more Volksgrenadiers moving up to support.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Stern Pioneers capturing the munitions with Kubelwagen support, but the scout car has hit the field.
Armored car has reported for duty. Flamethrowers are here. I love playing with fire. Return fire! Engineer standing by. Enemy infantry! Man down!
We actually have two scout cars from Taxman. One empty and harassing over there and on the fuel point. This one moving up to harass these Volksgrenadiers. They're a little bit late to retreat, but fortunately Taxman doesn't seem interested in chasing. If he had chased, he probably could have wiped the squad. Moving up here to fire on all this stuff. Everything here needs to retreat pretty much right now. I don't know what he's thinking, sticking around so long. We actually have a third scout car from Taxman. So it looks like he's gonna Captain Molo it up today.
Threat destroyed! The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Kubelwagen stands no chance. Not sure what he was thinking there.
Destroyed. Officer, ready to be deployed.
Scout cars circling around towards the left to retake the fuel, while combat engineers grab the munitions and conscripts
There are no cowards here.
stand in the forest. Guards hitting the field. Taxman just now hitting 2 command points. Vazitron a little bit behind for command points. Did call in a Sturmoffizier, although not sure what he's going to be able to do with that. He really quite desperately needs to purchase anti-tank for those scout cars. He has 150 munitions almost, but still no Panzerschreck upgrade because he hasn't finished constructing his second tier. It looks like he's going to go for a Puma in order to counter all of these scout cars. So he will need to be careful of his opponent's guards.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Now the enemy has nowhere to run. Engineer standing by.
We are losing supplies to the enemy. Guard rifle infantry squads are now available.
Now that guards have been put in the 3rd scout car, they're making their way towards the right side to punish this push, and again, distinct lack of AT from Vazitron, who is going to retreat pretty much immediately upon seeing what he's up against. He fires 1 Shrek at that scout car, but then retreats before continuing to engage, knowing that if he sticks around any longer, he's quite unlikely to make it home. We will note that the guards don't appear to have a machine gun upgrade yet. Taxman probably didn't have the munitions for one at the time. Not sure that Panzerschreck squad is going to get away. It looks like they will, though. Just barely.
Ready for action.
Puma is on the field, though.
Grenadiers back to full strength.
Puma runs into a guard squad low, taking shots at the scout cars at range. Taxman having a little trouble maneuvering them to safety. One gets taken out, but as Puma's taking heavy damage from PTRSs, he can't pursue. What is he doing? He needs to get out of there. Puma barely escapes alive, spending a little bit too much time right in front of that guard squad. Taxman throws a grenade, but it doesn't do too much, and that squad will be forced to retreat. Now that the Puma has been forced back, the scout cars can return. There are 2 Panzerschrecks here, though, firing. Both Shrek shots connect. The scout car will go down, and Vazitron's infantry should be able to retreat relatively unharmed. That being said, the fact that he's lost a Volksgrenadier squad and his Kuba wagon have put him very behind on map control. He doesn't have very many squads with which he can take and hold territory, so he's going to have to utilize that Puma to the maximum of its potential right now. Stand any chance here, but he has taken out 2 scout cars, so that's a good start. Demo charge going down here on the right side.
Enemy infantry.
Which could potentially be disastrous. Sturm Pioneers charging some guards. Grenade going out. Doesn't quite connect. And the Sturm Pioneers will force that guard squad away, but they are quite wounded themselves. Puma has been fully repaired, and the blob is making its way back towards the center. The Sturm Pioneers should probably plant some medical supplies if he doesn't want to take any more bleed. He doesn't have a battle group headquarters, so medical supplies are currently his only way of healing his troops. But it is expensive. It's the price you pay for a Puma.
Target secure. Establish defensive line. This is what we're trained for.
Puma destroys some barbed wire in the center.
Enemy infantry! What's that flag? Cover! Field promotion!
flamethrower just exploded on those combat engineers, but those Folks Grenadiers are taking heavy damage. They do make it away just barely, though. Meanwhile, the Puma is harassing some infantry at range up here in the north. We also have some Panzer Fusiliers with Sturmoffizier support hiding behind the bush. Those conscripts are heavily wounded, but he needs to be careful not to let the Sturmoffizier die or he'll be forced to retreat. He's gonna lose that thing, no. I don't know if that's gonna make it home. It looks like they will, since those guards decided not to focus him. I'm not sure if those Panzer Fusiliers really had to retreat. Actually, there's a pretty significant blob on its way up. The Stern Pioneers should probably get out of there too. They're heavily wounded and he can't afford to lose that. He really can't afford to lose that. Oh no. Wow, against all odds, they managed to round the corner and get away just barely. Which is good because it's very important to keep your Stern Pioneers alive. As Over Commando West. Especially when they're Vet 1 and you have no battle group headquarters. That is when it is most critical. That being said, I don't know if he even intends to utilize medical supplies. He only has 74 munitions, so it would be pretty expensive for him to do that.
Now stand at 300 points.
Back up to full force.
Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't get blown up right there. Taxman doesn't have vision on that demo charge, so he didn't know to blow it up, but does still have the potential to wipe a squad on retreat. Depending on how this next engagement goes. Vazitron definitely needs to take some territory and hold on to it. Trying to take the far side of the river, though, it's difficult. Taking the near side would definitely be easier. Guards forced retreat from that Panzer Fusilier squad.
Infantry attacking in force.
Meanwhile, up here, conscripts are engaging some Folks Grenadiers, both double vet, both equipped with Panzer Shreks. Sturmoffizier gets killed and is forced to retreat. Folks Grenadiers moving up to support. Grenade going out. Oh, but it hits the... Oh, it hits the building, but it still lands a squad wipe, and the other one is very nearly brought down as well. Taxman failing on pretty much all fronts there. And being forced back, losing a full squad of guards in the process. Another demo charge goes down here on the central victory point in the road. And again, actually Taxman does have vision because of these guys, I think. Maybe not. Never mind. He did not off-shoot.
But only for those who are seriously wounded. Puma, ready.
Schwer Panzer headquarters going up. And he does have the manpower now for some Obersoldaten, but he's still quite far away from anything like a Lux or a Panther.
Target secure.
Command Haupttrag has been permanently established as a static post. Enemy flamethrower!
Point secure. Standby point structure.
The last remaining scout car is making its way back over towards the left. Oh. I'm not sure what that did. That was, I think that only got 2 Folks Grenadiers. That actually was not that bad. Although there is a mine right there, so if they retreat, they might get wiped on the retreat. no. Oh no. Oh no, the Puma's gonna get hit too. Fortunately, the squad did not get wiped because they were retreating in single file line, but that Puma is done for. Unless it pops smoke, but he doesn't have the munitions, he needs 10 more. He needs a miracle. Oh, his Schwer Panzer headquarters is going to possibly save his Puma. No, there it goes, out of control at the last second. And a grenade goes out from that guard squad on those Volksgrenadiers, taking really heavy damage. And they do go down. That was a series of losses that Vazitron really couldn't afford.
Panzer Fusiliers reporting for action.
Check your flanks when in contact.
He's going to struggle now, but his map control is certainly a lot better than it was. And he is bringing in some Panzer Fusiliers, more Panzer Fusiliers, and Obersoldaten as well, so that will certainly help to bolster his ranks. And it will definitely give those guards quite a bit of difficulty, but losing that Panzerschreck squad definitely hurts. Because the T-34-85s are going to be arriving quite soon. Taxman has 1,200 manpower and 400 fuel saved up, and it's just going to be an endless waves of tanks. Once he gets that 10th command point. And Vazitron is not really prepared for it. He only has 2 Panzerschrecks, nowhere near getting a Panther. In fact, he just dropped 50 fuel on my looks, which I think might be a mistake. He's focusing a little too much on countering those guards now. Getting no AT. Getting quite aggressive with his guards here. Throws Obersoldaten. He throws a bundle grenade at a heavy mortar that he's spotted. He's also inflicting massive casualties on, or massive damage on that guard squad in red cover, but the guards in the M3 force him away. That will definitely be expensive to recruit, though, I think. Oh no, demo charge on the victory point could be potentially disastrous. Oh, no, that wasn't that bad at all. Only 3 models inflicted. Taxman definitely should have waited for a more opportune moment to utilize that.
Enemy infantry!
But the T-34-85s are on the field now, so that's going to be a pretty serious problem. That looks a certain. My headphones died. Looks, takes 2 nasty shots from the T-34s. 1 shot misses. Panzerschreck fires on the T-34 and connects. But it's just not nearly enough. T-34-85s have just a ton of health. And he's only 50 fuel and 400 manpower away from being able to call in a second set. At which point, I really don't think that there's anything Vazitron is going to be able to do to stop him, but at the very least, Taxman has been losing a lot of map control over the past several minutes, holding only the strategic points near his base at this point. Vazitron does field an emergency Raketenwerfer, although I think at this point he's probably really regretting purchasing that looks. Definitely should have held out for a Panther. That 50 fuel setback is now going to just... Oh no. Oh, please don't let what's about to happen happen. No, no! No, God! Oh, that was tragic. Oh god.
Flanking attack!
Well, that was a game-winning demo charge.
A gun crew has been lost.
Watch out for crossfire! Enemy fire! Enemy fire! Into center! Lead element moving! Under attack! Cover me! We are awaiting orders. Down! Down! Heads down! Grenade! He died like a hero! First aid! We have been decorated for that.
Well, the guard squad went down, so that's something. But
Well done, comrades.
I really don't think there's going to be anything that Vazitron can do at this point. He does have some time while the tanks get repaired, though. I think Taxman's also blowing all of his munitions on this terrible self-repair ability.
We are awaiting orders. Territory secured.
We have it.
We have it.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Here's the second set of T-34-85s. And that's definitely going to be more than sufficient to end the game.
Why are they shooting at us?
Vazitron's still nowhere near a Panther, although he would actually be quite close to one now if he had not purchased a Lux.
The enemy is taking
One
what
Panther's
we
not
have secured.
nearly enough against 4 T-34-85s though, especially not when they have access to marked target. And it looks like GGs are being exchanged, and that's going to conclude this game. I hope you enjoyed the replay. If you did, you can always send me replays of your own, and I'm happy to do a cast for you. Otherwise, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. And thanks for watching.